One of the founding members of the legendary group Led Zeppelin, John Paul Jones started life on January 3, 1946 in London, England. In the turbulent years since then, he's left his mark on rock and roll music history as an innovative musician, arranger, and director. In 1960, when Jones was only 14 years old, he became a member of his father's dance band. This time, under his father's watchful eye, gave him a chance to gain experience and confidence. A year later, he formed his own band, and by the next year he began to travel and perform professionally, at an age when school alone can apply too much pressure on a teen. By the mid-60s, he had served for other groups as director and arranger, as well as bassist and keyboardist. His remarkable credits from that early period include artists like the Rolling Stones, the Outlaws, Jeff Beck, Mickey Most, the Yardbirds, the Mindbenders, the Everly Brothers, and the Supremes. In 1968, John Paul Jones was chosen by Jimmy Page to help put together a new group that would be known as Led Zeppelin. In less than a dozen years, Jones, as a member of Zeppelin, made one movie, recorded 9 full-length albums, gave the world of rock and roll something to think over, and completed close to 30 exhausting tours. When Led Zeppelin ended in 1980, Jones continued his musical career. He began to produce and arrange albums for other artists. He also wrote songs and then film scores for movies like Scream for Help, Risk, and The Secret Adventures of Tom Thumb. In 1996, Jones saw the construction of his own studio completed, and 2 years later, he finally recorded his solo debut album, Zuma. During the 2000s, he kept busy in both studio and live settings, producing many artists and appearing on tracks by Foo Fighters, as well as jamming at the Bonnaroo with Ben Harper and the Roots drummer, Questlove. He also participated in the 2007 Led Zeppelin reunion show at O2 Arena, and in 2009 began playing with Dave Grohl and Josh Holmes in the supergroup Them Crooked Vultures. The band released its debut album later that year. For additional information, you can check his official website, www.johnpauljones.com. To see his gear, check out equipboard.com/JohnPaulJones. And thank you for watching.